Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Mary Languish here. Today I want to give you an updated tour with explanation of what's going to happen in my studio and workshop spaces this week. Super excited. August of 2020, I moved out of my studio space that I was in for 7 years, which was just 2 office rooms. So that means that all my studio stuff is here, currently being stored in our garage. We have been crunching some numbers and doing some other house things that needed to happen and saving money and realizing that we had, after doing some research, the money to add a toilet and a sink into this back workshop. I don't know if you watched my first video on studio progress, which was really just a tour of the spaces right as they are basically when we bought the house and kind of my vision, a little bit of what we were going to create. But this is that back workshop, which has a skylight and a few tiny little windows. But it'll be mostly like storage for things that need to be temperature controlled, as well as hopefully filming studio for YouTube videos, and all my online courses will be kind of in this corner. So it's gonna be kind of a highly used space. There's not a ton of space in here, so it's gonna be more just like really practical uses for it. Whereas the other side is definitely for me to be able to paint and just get some nice natural light and have workshops and those types of things in that space. My husband and I were thinking it might be worth it to try to see what it would cost to put a toilet and a utility sink out in this workshop, because having a sink for paints and stuff is so helpful if we can do that. So there's already water that comes out here, there's just no sewer to drain. So tomorrow we have guys coming out to trench a new sewer line to connect to our sewer line for the house, and then we'll do water hookup, bigger pipe later. But getting the sewer line and basically a hole in the ground for a toilet to drain and a sink is exactly what we want, and it's gonna be the biggest, most expensive project, but we're able to get it, and it has to happen first, but we're getting it done. So this is the corner of the back workshop, and the water line that's currently here comes out right here. I think that's what that is. I think this was like a makeshift drain, which just goes out onto the ground, which is definitely not gonna work. So tomorrow, the plumbers are gonna come. They're gonna put a hole in the ground here, which will go to a pipe. I think that's how that works, or it goes into the wall, I don't know, something. I'm no expert in these things. And it's gonna go out this direction. I'm gonna dig a big trench, I'll show you in a second. And then we're gonna probably put the utility sink here. So again, there will be another drainage somehow, maybe connected, I don't know how they do it, but in this corner. So we'll have to wall off, obviously, a little room for the toilet. So it'll probably have to come out, to at least here. But so it's gonna take up a lot of that corner, but again, it's gonna be so worth it. So let me give you a quick tour of where the trench is that they're gonna dig. So we come through here to, oh look, there's a toilet right there. Took that out of our basement, actually. So this is where they'll get the pipe coming out. Again, they're gonna have to dig like all of this up, because they're gonna connect it to our sewer line, which there's an access point right over there, those green circles. So it's gonna be a lot of digging. We're gonna lose some of this cutesy little stuff, but for a toilet and a sink, who cares? So once the project is finished, I will give you another tour of what they did. I'm not gonna give like quotes or anything or estimates on how much it costs yet. I'll do a different video on basically how much this is gonna cost us in the long run, or how much it does cost us to get it to the point where we want it to be. But I'm like super excited to see some progress on this. Definitely keep you updated on what else we can do this year, if anything. We're just saving up, we're just planning. We're gonna get some quotes from different people on how to make each of these spaces what we want them to be. So super, super, super excited. I've been working on some sketches, kind of some more fun, colored, detailed sketches of kind of what I want for each wall in each space. And they're here. There it is, people.
What is going on?
All right, we're doing a tour of what we've got so far. They did part of the work. It's definitely going to take a few days. So let's take a peek at the damage. No, sorry. Whoa. Oh my gosh. What is that pipe way over there? They took up all the brick, put it along the side. Okay. They had to pull up this piece. It was one big piece. Very cool. So they're gonna try to put that back, I believe. This is where they brought the machine through. It's a good thing we had our sewer replaced earlier and that we don't have grass, because we don't care if any of this gets dug up. Right? Right. All right, let's go check the inside. There's some of the progress going underneath. I don't know if that's deep enough yet, but they're working on it. Wow. Wow. First and last time you'll see a hole through here and all the way out. Crazy. Way bigger than I thought they were gonna do. I thought there was gonna be like a little circle hole. Not just like a big thing.
Well,
but...
I think they needed to get in there to dig, and like there's gonna be the plumbing, like it's gonna split.
Wow. Okay. So anyway, that's that, people. So far, we'll check in tomorrow. Today, they're making the trench bigger. So here's what happened today. Look at that trench there, people. That's probably, I think, 6 feet deep. Is that drain for sink? Or is that just drain from whatever?
The sink will tie into that at some point. He left it longer just so that it's for sure long enough for whatever you want.
Cool. So it's day 4, and nothing happened yesterday because they were waiting on a guy to come inspect it and approve, and so they didn't show up because the guy couldn't come. But they got approved, and now they're putting the dirt back. Woohoo! Let's check in. It looks like nothing happened here. Looks pretty good. Wow, they filled it up. Check on the inside. Okay, so they still need to do some last minute things inside the workshop to, like, you know, finish off the piping in there, and we're thinking and assuming that they're gonna fix the floor, but I guess we don't know for sure. So we'll see if that happens. And then, oh, and they still have to come back the next few days to clean up a few things, I believe, because they have a lot of our fences taken down. Stuff like that has to happen. I don't know if they're I don't think they put bricks back. There was something in the contract about they don't put things like pavers and stuff back. So there's some things that we'll have to just like fix, but I think most of it they will come and clean up. They obviously did a great job filling in and all of that. So really, really impressed so far. Yeah, so I think the biggest things are kind of done. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we're waiting for this particular job. Because obviously the piping's there now. It's not plumbing, it's not indoor plumbing yet, so we're gonna have, that's a whole separate thing we're gonna figure out. But so I think, yeah, I'm excited. It's there, it's in, guys. There's a pipe there. I'll keep you updated on this progress on the inside. You know something's up when you have two of these trucks outside your door. So it's January 29th, and we had pretty much a whole week, or at least 5 days, of not having anyone here because it snowed. The trench was filled in, as you saw, but they still had to fix the inside of the workshop plumbing, and they're also doing a side project to fix the electrical for our pond. So there's multiple things happening at once. They finally made it out today to be able to do those things. So I'll keep you updated. After a week of break, we finally got the guys out and they did this, the rough end. That's for the sink, toilet. They can cut it, they're gonna cut it down to when we get the floor done, which will be a different thing. They can put the flange thing on the toilet. And this is the vent. So we have to open that up once we get these things connected, I guess is what he said. So yeah, there it is, guys. First major step of this project is done. The sewer line and everything is done. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Give it a like and subscribe to get notified of other videos that'll be in this series of the renovation of my studio. So I'm excited that this part of the project is done. It's definitely probably the most expensive, and obviously it took him days to figure it out and get it done, but it's done. So now we can put a toilet and a sink and water hookup and all of that stuff whenever we feel ready to do that. So anyway, have a great one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.